Women on the Move. I'm joined here by representatives from the Girl Scouts of Central and Western Massachusetts. And I'm going to ask Patty if she could tell me a little bit more about some other opportunities for adult volunteers.
Well, as Daisy said, there's just so many different things that volunteers can do. Right now, actually, we are in the process of looking for new board members. Our board members help us with the governance of the organization as well as the strategic planning. And that, as we go into our second century, is really important. The other thing we've got going right now is, I just told you that we're going to be 100 years old. And with that, we are forming lots of committees, programmatic committees, fundraising committees, celebration committees, all these different people coming together all across Central and Western Massachusetts to say, how do we want to celebrate? And what are we going to do? What are we going to do for the girls? What are we going to do for the adults? And what are we going to do for the communities that support us?
Yeah.
So it's really exciting. There's so many different things they can do.
Okay. So what are some of the local programs that you have running in our area?
Sure. Besides the hundreds of troops and camp opportunities that we have, I mean, every single place that we cover has troops and camp opportunities and program and series opportunities. But we also have a really fantastic outreach program called City Sensations. It's a staff-led initiative, and what we do is we bring Girl Scouting opportunities to girls in communities that would normally not have it.
Right.
Simply because there are barriers in the way, whether that's transportation or lack of volunteers. We just got funded through the North End Campus Coalition here in Springfield. We received a grant for over $20,000 to bring spoken word to the North End, and you're familiar with this program.
I sure am, yes.
And 2 photography sessions for the girls of the North End, and we're very excited about this program.
That's wonderful. And what about any after-school programs? Are there any like daily after-school programs for people to participate?
Sure. Through City Sensations, again, we bring Girl Scouting to girls, and we have them after-school opportunities at schools, at community centers, and even in housing units.
Okay. What are some of the skills that a Girl Scout can look forward to learning?
There are 3 keys that every Girl Scout program, whether it's a troop, a camp opportunity, or a series, that we make sure are involved. And one is to discover, second is to connect, and third is to take action. We want girls to discover themselves and their communities. We want them to connect with the issues that they are facing and that communities are facing, and then we want them to take action through community service to improve themselves and their communities.
Now, what if a girl wants to be a part of maybe an activity that a Girl Scout program is running, but she's not a Girl Scout? Can she still be a part of it?
A girl becomes a Girl Scout by filling out that registration.
Okay.
Okay, a troop does not determine if a girl is a Girl Scout. Once she fills out that application and sends it in with her $12 membership fee, she's a Girl Scout, and then she chooses how she wants to participate in Girl Scouting. So if she wants to participate through a troop that meets on a weekly basis, that's wonderful. But if she wants to do a one-time program or event or series, that's fine also. It's really about being girl-led, girl-driven, and meeting girls where they're at.
Now, if someone wants to become an adult volunteer, who should they contact?
They can contact info@gscwm.org.
And well, I know we talked a little bit about some of the things that adult volunteers can do, but are there any other ways that they could give if they can't actually give of time? Is there a way that they can make donations?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We talked about the scholarships and the financial aid that we try to offer. We try not to turn any girl away for any of our programs. Sometimes that becomes somewhat of a challenge, and we're always looking for help, either programmatically, like the North End Coalition, or simply to help girls be part of Girl Scouting. You can go to our website, which is gscwm.org. You can call us. You can send us an email at info.gscwm.org at
info@gscwm.
There you go. And you can call me. I'm Patty Hallberg.
Okay. Okay. Now, what if someone wants to become a Girl Scout? Is it the same process? Can they do it online?
They can contact us at info@gscwm.org, and what we would do is provide them with a registration form, and then they mail that in to us.
Okay. Now, your local office is located where?
Locally, we've got 2 offices in Western Massachusetts, one in East Longmeadow on Harkness Avenue, and one in Leeds on Haydenville Road. Then we have a 3rd office actually in Worcester on Gold Star Boulevard, because we serve girls for the 5 counties from Worcester to the Berkshires.
That was my next question. So
Ah.
you cover Western Massachusetts, Central Massachusetts, and the Berkshires?
Yes.
Well, that's
Yes.
a big area.
We go basically from 495 to the New York State border.
Now tell us again where we can find the Girl Scouts on the web.
You can find us at www.gscwm.org. You can find us on Facebook. Please be a fan. We have over 1,000, and we haven't
I'm
even
a
been in
fan.
business. Thank you.
I am.
Fabulous. And we're Girl Scouts of Central and Western Massachusetts. Join us. We've got all kinds of things. The girls are having a ball putting pictures up and telling about what they're doing. The adults have really interesting conversations, actually. You know, a new leader might go on and say, I'm a new leader of a cadet troop. Where do I start? What do I do? And people get in and help them, and it's just wonderful. And we tell you all about our programs, of course, while you're there.
Absolutely.
We are on Twitter as well. And also, the Girl Scouts, if you really want more information about the national organization, girlscouts.org is a wonderful website as well.
Okay. Patty, can you tell me about any other types of fundraisers that you do, like the cookies?
Oh, cookies. Girl Scouting is very well known for our cookies, and our cookie program starts in January and goes January, February, and March. And it'll probably be, we haven't picked a date yet, but I think it's going to start right around the 3rd week in January. And I just want to say a little bit about Girl Scouting and cookies. Cookies is a fundraiser. There's no question about it. We sell over 1 million boxes of cookies in Central and Western Massachusetts, which is amazing. But it really is, it's a program. It's not a cookie sale, it's a cookie program, because the girls work to figure out, well, what do I want to do? If I'm going to raise money, because the girls earn credits to do Girl Scout program through selling cookies. So we just had in Longmeadow a group that came back from Switzerland. There's a place called Our Chalet, which is a Girl Scout retreat in Switzerland, and they spent 2 weeks there going through all kinds of things. They raised most of the money in order to do that by selling cookies. So at the beginning of the year, the girls may say they want to go to Switzerland in 2 years. They may want to go to New York City for a day. They may want to go on a camping trip. They may want to go on a sailing trip, whatever. And they say, okay, well, how much is that going to cost? And that's going to cost X amount per girl. Then, of course, you have to pay for the leaders, because you can't go without the leaders. And so you've got adults and girls. How much is it going to cost? How many boxes of cookies do we have to sell in order to cover that cost? So they're budgeting, they're setting goals, they're earning their own way into the programs that they choose. So it's a fabulous financial literacy program and entrepreneurship program as well. It's the beginning of the business in girls. Many people, when they say, what was your first business experience, will say, I sold Girl Scout cookies. That was the first time that I made a sales call in business. So it's a wonderful program. Go
And I
ahead.
have to say that my daughter in 1st grade just financed 3 weeks of camp through the cookie sale.
That's
There you
wonderful.
go.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you, ladies, for joining us for our show today. If you want to learn more about the Girl Scouts of Central and Western Massachusetts, you can visit them online at www.gscwm.org. And thank you again.
Thank you,
Thank
Crystal.
you.